Love, that ever-flowing liquid fire of light, ever-expanding and illuminating truth, which is always revealed with wisdom, a spiritual nutrient necessary for vitality that is maintained through selflessness, a filter of ether that aids purity, which is love. Love, a limitless paper lantern floating into infinity on the intentions and actions of initiates of the mysteries. Welcome, fellow Phoenixes, to the Spiritual Phoenix Podcast. I'm your host, Ross Cessna, and together we are the Spiritual Phoenix. The intent of this show isn't to tell you what to think, but to get you to think and originally articulate yourself in a way that is uplifting. We are the artists of our lives, and today is a blank canvas. Let's collectively create a better tomorrow. This is our 100th episode, or my 100th episode, or collectively the 100th episode, however you want to view it. This show wouldn't have any meaning if nobody really listened to it. I mean, I guess it still would have meaning to me. But I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to read the quotes, and then I'm going to get into what I'm grateful for. Because this is really just like a gratitude episode. The first one is, be in a state of gratitude for everything that shows up in your life. Be thankful for the storms as well as the smooth sailing. What is a lesson or gift in what you are experiencing right now? Find your joy not in what's missing in your life, but in how you can serve. That was said by Wayne Dyer. We're a nation hungry for more joy because we're starving from a lack of gratitude. And that was said by Brene Brown. And now I'm going to get into what I'm grateful for today. I'm really grateful to have reached my 100th episode. I started this podcast October 31st of 2016. And my journey to where I'm at now has been laid out in this podcast as honestly as I could with everything at those times. I'm grateful for the support of people that listen to this, that get something from this, that enjoy what I'm doing. I'm grateful for the people that I've connected with through doing this podcast, the people that have said, Ross, I really resonate with what you're saying. That's helped me. I'm grateful for the guests that I've had on this podcast. I'm grateful for what I've learned from the guests or from the people that listen to the podcast who have reached out to me or connected with me. I'm grateful to have been given the time and space over this past 9 months to work on me and to develop this podcast and my website and everything into what it is. I'm grateful for my mother allowing me that space, that time, that roof over my head, the food in my belly, the love and support to work on myself and actually be where I'm at today. I'm grateful for the people that are in the 12-step program that I participate in who have helped me along the way. I can't name everybody because some of them I might not even remember their name, but there's been so many people that have helped me to get where I'm at. I didn't do any of this by myself. I had to do some internal things by myself, but I am by no means a product of one. I am a product of many other people. I'm grateful for my higher power to allow me to have the inner fortitude and the courage to develop myself and to reach out to people and to take help from other people. Because before I would take help and I would abuse it, and I'm grateful to be in a better place where I'm growing with that, and it's allowing me to become a better person. I'm grateful for the situations that I experienced in my life that gave me the personal knowledge and personal experience to share this growth process with people. So in regards to the Wayne Dyer quote, I'm grateful for the storms. I'm grateful for the sunshine that this new type of life has given me. There's a lot of people my age, just from what I've seen, and I could be mistaken, that take a lot of the things that I thoroughly enjoy and appreciate and I'm grateful for granted because they've never been without. Having been homeless by my own choice at times, having not had food by my own choice at times, having not had access to clean water at certain times, having not had access to certain utilities, and the list goes on and on. I'm so grateful for it. I'm grateful for feeling comfortable in my own skin and expressing my own thoughts as they are to people, and being okay if people don't accept those. I'm grateful for the opportunities that I've had through Mahoning Valley to speak to police officers, to speak to people with mental illness, to speak about my experience and hopefully educate people on the firsthand perspective of somebody who's been psychotic, who's been a drug addict, who's been in jail, who's had all these interactions and experiences I've had. I'm grateful for my grandparents, for taking the time to cultivate the relationship that we have, and to have created this interest in gems and minerals that I've had since a young kid, and to allow me the ability to learn from them, and then for taking it a step further and passing on some of the things that they still had from when they sold so that I can step into that arena. And I'm grateful for Brandon Beecham of the Positive Head podcast for telling me in the first time I ever reached out to him that I could do something like this. I'm grateful for Nixie Marie for just normalizing ritual and normalizing some of the stuff that I did at a time that I disconnected from because of what society thought. I'm grateful that they treated me like a friend. And it's not that I'm special in like any sense, like they treat everybody like that from what I understand. And I'm grateful for that. I just have so much gratitude to be where I am. I wanted to do like this super huge special episode, and I'm grateful that I decided to express gratitude for the things in my life. I'm grateful to be able to see my friend Courtney, who I knew prior to me stepping into recovery, who I had lost contact through at point in recovery because of some of her own choices. I'm grateful that she's in recovery now, and to have her as a friend in my life, and to not let some of my character defects trample over her or act how I acted to her previously in active addiction. I'm grateful to have had contact with some of my ex-girlfriends so they can understand that where I'm at with stuff. Actually, I've had contact with all my ex-girlfriends in the past year, and I've apologized to two of them many, many times, and I apologized to the one woman I dated on and off for 5 years, and I'm so grateful just to be able to have been able to reach out and have her respond, and I got the response that was real for her, which was just really indifference about it, but she was happy to hear that I was doing well. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to have a healthier relationship with my dad, and to have gone to visit my dad, my stepmother, and my half-brother, and to have seen my stepbrother on that visit. I'm grateful to have got to meet people from the Positive Head community. I'm grateful that in August I'm going to be having a camp out and get to meet some other people from the Positive Head community. I'm grateful that I'm in a position now where I've put in enough work where I can do many different things with the base that I've created. I'm grateful that I've been able to create the jewelry I have. I'm grateful that Jen Hoover has been able to show me, help me work on like flow art stuff by telling me her knowledge and experience from it. I'm grateful for Nixie Marie yet again to have shared her experience with the dot art mandalas. I'm grateful, I want to say it's Melissa, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, for showing me the stone art that she's done, because because that's another avenue I can explore of creativity. The list goes on and on for my gratitude in this situation. I can remember a point early on in recovery where I was having a problem, and I was so overwhelmed, like when I pulled out of the self-centeredness of that problem and looked at all the things I had to be grateful for, that I cried from sheer gratitude of those situations. Today I'm grateful to be able to feel that same level of gratitude, but to be in a different place with it too. My life has changed so much since September 2nd, and then from when I started this podcast on October 31st till now. I'm grateful to be coming up on 11 months clean of mind and mood altering substances. I'm grateful to have, I think, coming up on 4 months free from the antipsychotic that I was on. I'm grateful to have developed a good meditation practice. I'm grateful to have found Tai Chi and do that on a somewhat regular basis. I'm grateful that I do yoga on a somewhat regular basis. I'm grateful to have a dog that I love, who likes to go for walks and who's been well trained and who's very loving. I'm grateful to be able to go to the gym and exercise. I'm grateful that I enjoy swimming. I'm grateful that I had been able to spend time and develop friendships with people. I'm grateful that I'm able to be more present in my own life. I could go on and on and on. But I think that I've made my point clear. I'm just grateful for all the things that I've experienced in life. I'm grateful to have people that enjoy my work. I'm grateful to be recording my 100th episode. As somebody who had tried to do internet stuff before, when I was either experiencing extreme mental illness or when I was just stoned and didn't care about life really, it's pretty awesome to see the progress that I've made and how I stuck to this and how I developed this to what it is. And there's a lot of people that would say, you don't have that many people that listen to you, you're not doing that great. Considering when I started, I had nobody. I'm doing pretty darn awesome. I haven't ever really advertised this stuff in any way. It's all pretty much been word of mouth or things like that. And I'm just profoundly grateful for the experience that has led me to now. And with that, you can follow me on social media at Spiritual Phoenix. Spelling will be below. And I'd like to throw this out there. I'm changing around some of my social media accounts as I'm getting ready to incorporate other elements into what I'm doing. So the Spiritual Phoenix for Instagram and all that stuff is going to be an amalgam of all the work that I do. I'll do free daily tarot readings at Spiritual Phoenix Tarot. I'll have this quotes only, Spiritual Phoenix Quotes. There's more stuff coming. I started a side podcast of 1 minute long poetry called the Phoenix Poetry Podcast, and it's currently on iTunes, but I will be adding it to other services sometime in the future. Still haven't done it because I got a lot of things percolating right now. You can visit my website, thespiritualphoenix.com. You can buy a tarot reading on my website, $25, 6 cards via video. I'll send you the images via Facebook too, and you can get fuller descriptions, and then you can have it for your own reference. I love, respect, and appreciate all of you. Love and light. Namaste. It's time to put this 100th episode on the centennial fire and shoot off fireworks. And thank you all so much.
Don't believe. Don't follow. Do not consume. Do not watch. Largely what I'm talking about here is reclaiming experience. This is what's been taken from us. It's a self-advancing, self-expanding, self-defining process, and it takes no prisoners.
The real world isn't a spiritual world, it isn't a material world, it isn't an empty world, it isn't a solid world, it's simply